And so, welcome back to another episode of the Bournemouth Career Mode. We're here last episode. We faced off against Tottenham, in which was a 3-1 win. They then go on to beat Manchester City in a 4-3 win, and then beat Millwall in a 2-1 win in the FA Cup round of 16. We now have Crystal Palace up in the league, but after that, we have Sporting in the Europa League, and then Chelsea in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. We are going to quickly get past this Crystal Palace game, in which we have been struggling through simulations recently, losing against Fulham. We win this game against Crystal Palace. Where does that actually put us into the league, actually? Because after these fights, we should be top of the table. We are top of the table once again. However, Arsenal and Liverpool to play their games in hand, in which they could both go above us. Obviously, we would fall down the third because Arsenal do have the better goal difference. And Tottenham or Liverpool will take the crown, going 2 points clear off us. We still have to play Liverpool and Arsenal in the. That's actually at the end of the season as well. That could be key. That could be really key for us at the end of the season. Let's get into the first leg here against against Sporting. And if we put a big enough whooping on them in the first leg, we could quick in the second leg as well. But we'll see what happens. Let's get into it. First leg against Sporting. This feels weird because Arsenal is about to take on Sporting. And by the time you're seeing this, they might have played the first leg at least. Maybe the first leg, maybe the second leg. I'm not sure. I don't know when we play them. Shot blocked by Hermoso or Silva. Is still in the box now. With Sporting crossed in, it's 1-0 for Sporting. They take the lead. And Kaya back into Giorena. Marquinhos is making that run. He gets past his defender, and he finds the back, and then it's 1-1. He's going to go left. Now, can he find Nketiah? He's going to try and split him. He does. And then Nketiah is through. And Nketiah finds the back of the net. And it's 2-1 for Bournemouth. Marquinhos, McAllister, Eddie Nketiah in for Nkosi. He takes a touch on his weaker foot. Finds the back of the net. It's 3-1. We get another one, and we might be in cruise control completely. Marquinhos into Eddie Nketiah. Eddie Nketiah in for Nkosi. 4-1. And it's a brace for Nkosi. And it's a massive win in the first leg of the Europa League. It's a 5-1 win after simulating through to the rest of the game. And after Pepe takes the lead for Sporting in the 5th minute, we completely dominate the rest of the 90 minutes. And we win 5-1, and that might be good enough for us to sim the second leg completely, and which we will probably end up doing. And now, to take on Chelsea in the FA Cup quarterfinals for a trip to the semifinals. Let's see what we can do. Where are they at in the league, actually? Chelsea sitting 7th in the league, and our Liverpool actually lose their game, so they will not overtake us. Arsenal can overtake us now, though, still with the game in hand, obviously, against I don't know who. Does it show me who? Who is Arsenal playing next? Arsenal plays West Ham, but we play Bournemouth, so they have a little bit while till they play their game in hand. So for now, we sit in first. Chelsea in 7th. Manchester City actually in 6th. They're trying to fight their way into a European spot for next season. Middlesbrough look like they are all set but going down. Fulham have 2 games in hand. They could escape relegation. Norwich and Crystal Palace will end up falling back in there. Let's get into this game against Chelsea and get a trip to the semifinals possibly. All right, let's go. Chelsea quarterfinals FA Cup. A trip to Wembley again for the 4th season running. Obviously, FA Cup finalists for 4 seasons, but FA Cup winners for the last 2. Eddie Nketiah. I say for the last. Well, FA Cup finalists for 3 seasons. We win 2 of them, lose the first one. McAllister in for Eddie Nketiah. Eddie Nketiah can get the shot off. Yes, it's blocked. Marquinhos' shot is also blocked, and it's properly cleared into Silva's header. Dest into Marquinhos. Marquinhos And cross, no. McAllister, no. Corner, yes. McAllister. And Kosi wins the header. Silva won't win that ball. It might fall out to Giorena. It will not. McAllister into Marquinhos. Marquinhos doing whatever he wants. Marquinhos in for it. Kosi. 1-0 for Bournemouth. It was tight for a little bit, but hopefully this might allow the floodgates to completely open. Now McAllister. McAllister in for Nkosi. Actually, Nkea. That was actually the better pass. Thank you, EA. And it's 2-0 for Bournemouth. EA doing the work for me. I wanted Nkosi. They gave me Nkea, and that was a better option. And it's 2-0 for the Cherries.
And the ball is moving again. 2-0 is how it stands.
Kai Havertz into Osimhen. Shot blocked by Henderson. Now Eddie Nkea. He can find Nkosi. Through ball now. Nkosi against Brecker and Bremer. Mendy can't save that one. 3-0 for Bournemouth, and that's game over. We beat Chelsea. Mudryk to get one back. Osimhen is 3-1. 15 minutes. It might be too late for the Chelsea. Mudryk. Enzo Fernandez shot blocked. Havertz falls in the back of the net. And there's still enough time for Chelsea to get into it. Bournemouth might bottle it crazily here.
Well, the action underway once more. And no shortage
Wrench.
of 3-2.
Musa.
5 minutes remain.
We'll see.
Come on here.
And for Heung-min. Heung-min. That might be it. That might be game over. Heung-min, can he score his first goal for the Cherries? He can. It's a 4-2 win. And Heung-min scores his first goal for the club in fantastic fashion. We move on to the semifinals. Another trip to Wembley for the 4th season in a row.
So the current scoreline, final whistle, and the hosts.
A 4-2 win against Chelsea. We're on to Wembley. But now Sporting in the second leg, which obviously we're up 5-1. That should be an easy win. So we're up 5-1. I'm going to risk it and click sim. If we somehow lose 5-0, I'd be astonished. It's a 1-1 draw and Kosi scoring a 6-2 aggregate win. We move on to the quarterfinals of the Europa League. Now Newcastle in the league. This should be an easier win. 20 points ahead of them. A 2-0 win. McAllister misses a penalty and Kosi scores in the 65th. And then Son quickly doubles the lead in the 68th. It's 2-0. And so, when we come back next episode, we are top of the table once again. Arsenal failing to catch up to us on points. They now sit 3 points behind us. We are level on points with Liverpool. However, a game in hand, we can go 3 points clear at the top of the table. We got to work on our goal difference simply just in case we lose to Arsenal and our goal difference is a little bit worse than them. Top 4 rounded out by Spurs with 5th place going to Manchester United. City are dropping off a little bit again after their fine form. And then Crystal Palace, Fulham, and Middlesbrough all sit bottom of the table with Norwich just right there. Just 1 goal better than Crystal Palace. 3 goals better than Fulham. When we come back, we have West Ham in the league. We also have Bayern Leverkusen in the Europa League quarterfinal. Possibly playing against Tottenham in the semifinals of the FA Cup. Another top 6 club that we are facing. The rest of the quarterfinals is Fiorentina versus Marseille, Leverkusen versus Bournemouth, Leipzig versus PSV, and then Juventus versus Ajax. I will see y'all next episode. Leave a like, subscribe, and peace out.